get the C-store play and all that kind of stuff. They didn't do it. They were still, when they came here, they were still in 22-ounce bottles.
Right.
And things like that. And as 22-ounce bottles were dying.
Right.
And local craft started killing it.
Doing the pint cans.
And things like that.
Yeah,
I think they didn't pivot quick enough is the challenge I think they have. I think New Realm right now has a better fighting chance.
Yeah.
Only because they put the
restaurant
component in.
Yeah.
And those guys are awesome. And that's that's why I'm kind of
shout out to Phil.
Yeah. So again,
they let me do a pop up,
but a lot of these
before they opened, it was great.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
A lot of these guys are that work over at New Realm were the original guys from Green Flash. And again, that's why I'm not biting. I've already told them how I what I think about it. So, and they agree with me. So.
I just look at it as like it's those cautionary tales. You know what I mean? Of overexpansion, overgrowth. You know what I mean? And then
you get over leveraged. Next thing you know, you can't pay that debt down. And where are you at that point? So.
Right.
And that's a gorgeous facility, so I'm sure it was not cheap to build.
No,
it's a fucking Cadillac, dude.
It really is. It's massive.
No, it is definitely state of the art.
Well, I know they probably. I remember when I lived in San Diego, there was a water shortage, which obviously is still going on today, but that forced a lot of breweries to move out. Like, I want to say, was it Lagunitas that actually had to open in Michigan?
They're in Chicago.
Or Chicago, thank you. Yeah, I was like, I know it's Midwest.
But that was a joke I asked, the joke I made to Ken Grossman with Sierra Nevada. When they opened up in Asheville, I said, "Do you just do this because you're running out of water out there?"
Yeah, one of the main ingredients in beer.
Joke.
Where do we put our empties?
Just leave it on the table. No, honestly, yeah, we're gonna line this up for the.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's a cool can.
I can't get it. So, local artist, obviously.
Yeah. So we are our artist for all of our stuff. His name is Anthony Brown.
He works.
Shout out Anthony.
Shout out Anthony. Anthony does some really cool stuff.
He's on our payroll.
But he, check out his art. If you go online to our website, you can see all of his stuff that we've done, and we've got some really exciting new graphics coming out for next year for the 10th anniversary. We are going all out 2020 10th anniversary. You know, El Guapo got a facelift. He got a little bit.
Oh, really?
A little bit. Not too much because you can't change Guapo too much.
Yeah.
But we'll be starting to release a lot of that
Bunch
stuff.
of mad fanboys.
Yeah. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? I would not want to deal with that hate mail. What happened to El Guapo? He did go to the dentist. He got his teeth cleaned. His teeth are a little bit brighter.
Good.
I don't know. Whatever.
So speaking of community outreach, right? What are some of the things that you guys do specifically for the community? Because one of the things that we wanted to do with this platform was to be able to reach out to the community and help. So we partnered up with a charity called Stand Up for Kids, the Hampton Roads division. And, we like to try to shed light to the issues that they go through and the young people that they help out, just to try to bring a little bit more light to their situation. Because after speaking to their director of the program and also the director of marketing, a big thing that they were kind of missing was a media presence, like marketing and a social media presence. So we've done our own fundraiser for them, when they reached out and they needed water this summer when we had that big heat wave, right? It was the hottest point in Virginia. We reached out, and it took about a little less than 24 hours for us to raise enough money to buy them. It was $350 of
It was a lot of water.
It was a lot of water. God, we went into,
we got to work out.
Yeah, we went into Walmart. Just so happened that they were it might have been $320 in 24 hours.
There's a lot of water for it. Yeah.
They were running a special on 24 cases of water for in Walmart for $2 or something that. So we walk in, videotaping the whole thing, and we're like, "Fuck yeah, we're gonna get them all this water." And I'm like, "Oh, this is a lot of water.
We're gonna need a bigger boat."
But we delivered it, and moving forward, especially with looking into season 2, and then also our wrap party, we want to be able to once again reach out and help out again. And I think that one of the main things that we're focused on is to be able to do a coat drive, coming soon. I think that would be really cool.
We actually just did that. One thing, and I didn't start this or anything like that. It was a group in Ghent that started it about 5 years ago. But this is the second year we've done it. Was host Thanksgiving dinner at the brewery for
Giving Back in Ghent.
Yeah, Giving Back in Ghent for the homeless.
Oh, that's cool. That's awesome.
I mean, we go through easily, I think, about 150, 200 plates of food. But this year, I kept, last year when I was sitting with them, some of the less fortunate, what they kept asking for was socks and shoes, and coats and whatever. This has been crazy this year, whereas the amount of clothing. Liz helped me get all that organized at the brewery day of Thanksgiving. I've never seen so much things to give away ever in my life.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
And then the rest of it, whatever didn't get taken that day, was sent over to the Union Mission.
Yeah, that's awesome.
With that, so
Well, that's super cool.
That's really cool.
That's great. Yeah.
go ahead.
I was gonna say.
You know what I was gonna say?
No, we're looking.
also words.
We're looking to we really love to do is potentially partner up with somebody that's local too, and kind of raise awareness through. Like we have this like crazy idea. Evan had this like a really amazing idea, and if you don't mind, I'll just go and say it.
Yeah.
He's trying to remember which one you're talking about.
He's like,
I know what he's talking about.
Evan's actually full of actually like crazy ideas.
I know what he's talking about.
But Evan brought up the idea of doing a collaboration beer, and doing like a butterscotch blonde ale.
Yeah, it was a butterscotch blonde, and then I had a couple people say that's kind of crazy, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It sounds kind of nuts. But I feel like...
Sounds like diacetyl.
That's a beer term.
Well,
Diacetyl, what is that?
it's actually an infection. It tastes like butter.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes. So when we
Not
first...
the best.
So when we made
We can make that.
an amber on accident, on purpose, yeah. So we made an amber ale. We call it Space Panda when we were homebrewing. But that's what somebody told me. They said it has this like butterscotch flavor to it, and then it was like, I don't think that was supposed to happen. But cool. I'm glad you like
Let's
it though.
roll with it.
Yeah. I'm glad you like it though. But so the idea was like, have a butterscotch blonde, or something that's like highly approachable to anybody that doesn't usually drink craft beer. You know what I mean? The idea, originally there was maybe IPA or something like that, but that's not for everybody. That's more niche. You know what I mean? But something that it was a collaboration where, and then whatever comes from that, those sales would go towards the stand up for kids idea. Yeah.
We had a team that we were working with too. We were going to launch it at the beginning of the year, but they, for better words or less, didn't really see the vision of the
Butterscotch.
of the butterscotch
Or diacetyl.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, I know you're talking. Once you said it, I was like, oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. I ain't know.
Spread it on.
Spread it.
Chemical reaction.
Just like butter.
The yeast. Yeah.
But in general, collaborations.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of collaborations from you guys come up. You had one with 3 Notch, right?
Yep.
We did one when I actually. Oh my God! I'm like, I've been working for you for 5 years now. A while ago, with Virginia Beer Company, that was
cool.
it was a porter, but it was called 65 Roses because a lot of kids that are diagnosed with cystic fibrosis cannot pronounce it, and they actually called it 65 Roses.
Oh wow!
So we did a beer with that. I mean, when was this, Kevin? Like 3 or 4 years ago, that we did a collaboration with Virginia Beer Company. And then portions of that went back to the kids at CHKD and stuff. But we've done tons of those before. And it's really, when you do events like that, I don't want to say the word neat because it's not neat that, people are, we're trying to raise awareness or raise funds and processes for it. But it is humbling, I guess, is the word you can use to, you're trying to do something for your community and also kind of shine a light on it too. Like at the end of the day, like whenever anything goes weird or wonky or just a shit day in the craft beer industry, I'm like, guys, it's beer.
Yeah. No
it's
joke.
beer. So if we
And
can,
it's working.
So it's like, you brew a collaboration beer to go to one of these events. Like, I mean, you want to shed a little bit of positive light, I guess. I don't know. Like,
well, over the past, I don't know how many years now either. We've done a series of beers, the Endless Saisons. Is a pun after Endless Summer.
Yeah.
We partnered with Surfrider Foundation. It's all about keeping the beaches clean, keeping the waterways clean, and things like that. That was always near and dear to our heart because, again, I grew up around here, and I want the beaches to be nice. I don't
Right.
want my, I was born in Ocean View kind of thing. So it's one of those things. I don't want, needles in the beach and things like that.
I love that. It's great.
And then she always spearheads. Every year we make a beer, but it's usually a pink beer for breast cancer awareness.
Oh, cool.
That's another one we stand by. My mom had breast cancer. She's 8, 9, almost 10 years, I think. Almost 9, 10 years now, survivor.
Oh, awesome.
So that's
fantastic.
And then
Yeah.
she puts on
Beer for boobs.
beer for boobs at
That's cool.
local restaurants. So
Save second base.
Yeah.
actually,
We turned that into a hashtag. We're like, save second base. Beer for boobs.
that's next year's name.
Okay.
Well, I guess so. Maybe on that idea, maybe somewhere down the road we could talk about like something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what you were asking us to do a
I
collaboration
mean,
the
we
whole
were
time? Yes.
subtly warming you up to the idea.
Oh, sorry. We did not pick that up.
No, you're good. So,
Yes.
and again, we were talking to somebody
Yeah.
else, and not to say that it kind of went a different way.
Yeah.
And they wanted to do a Scotch ale, and we were like, Scotch ale's not going to work.
Yeah.
The butterscotch idea kind of fits the idea of like the children, and then like
Yeah.
that feeling, and it was going to be called Pass the Butter, like the idea of like sitting at the dining room
Oh,
table,
cool.
and then like
Okay, cool.
and that's essentially the idea, though.
So I love the fact Kevin's always done or has been always an amazing boss at letting us just kind of, he's like, you guys have an idea, roll with it, do it. We'll come to him and I'm like, Kevin, I've got this crazy idea. And he's like, okay. Whatever. But so our head brewer, who I'm going to take this opportunity to do another quick plug, but it plays back into it. I swear to God, I'm going to make this around the circle here.
No, I love it.
Our head brewer came up with this awesome idea for a new IPA series for next year. Roll call, or what's the drum roll? It's going to be called Hip Hop Anonymous.
Oh,
Yeah, so it is going to be
dope.
an IPA series next year. So kind of like playing like threefold there on like the goofy ass name from Big Daddy. Yeah. Hip Hop.
Anonymous?
Love it.
The idea is like the hops are always going to be interchanging. It's going to be new IPA every single time. And then we're actually, this is really cool, is we're taking the graphics for the can art and for the 6-pack is going to be local, like Virginia artist. So we're picking a different artist every single time.
Love it.
To kind of keep playing with, like Virginia art, like hip hop culture, kind of having
Right.
some fun with that. But anyway, Kane came up with this idea, like basically totally on himself, and I was like, I'm behind it. I'll sell the shit out of
Yeah.
it. Kevin's like, sure, whatever you need, and but Kane, like, to do a collaboration like this, like, he would probably be so down for it. But he would be one who's like, can I get involved? Like, can I have
absolutely.
some ideas to throw in? And
Yeah.
let's collaborate.
That's
for,
cool,
for
man.
real.
That's
So,
awesome.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think so. And you just made the comment. You said, it's just, when everything's going crazy, it's just beer. But man, it's not though. What you guys do over there is pretty cool. Like again, like you have events every weekend. You know what I mean? You're always supporting some. There's always a cause, and then whatever. Like you just said, any idea that comes through, it says, okay, we're gonna help some people out, and kind of put it back out there.
Yep.
Like you said earlier, it's like to start a business. You want to do that, but you also want to give back to all the people, that community that's doing it. So you guys are covering the full circle what you're talking about.
Or some days I wake up in a dream and I'm like, oh my God, did I do this?
Yeah, it's not just beer. It's beer, food, community, charity.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's pretty.
One of our
pretty neat.
saisons was the was it Kilauea?
Kilauea, yeah.
Kilauea Bay.
Yeah.
And we literally just released it, and
Oh my
that's
God,
when
as
the
the
volcano was
freaking
erupting.
exploded.
Oh,
So we ended up giving money to donating it to
from the beers.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, I
Man.
love it though. That's so great that you keep giving back, and I love that you give your employees
One
that
day
much
we're gonna
creative
make some
freedom.
money. One day we'll
Well,
make
so-
a little money.
But are you sleeping? Are you sleeping a little more than you were 8 years
do
ago?
not sleep.
No. I was gonna say, does it ever end? Because again, I'm gonna go back. We started talking about this before the podcast, but I was introduced to you by Brady Arthur, who's working with me at Yard House. And
Shout out Big Dick Brady.
hey, Big Dick Brady.
Oh, man.
Sorry.
That's
That's his nickname from there.
I think he loves it though. He's not mad at
Yeah.
us.
What's
saying
up,
that.
Brady?
It's all right.
So, so I come there, and Brady's like, just talk to him first, and then you did. You said, "This is not easy, man." Like Kevin, like you said earlier, you said you give time away, you give, you help with charities of that. So you gave me time that day just to talk to you about like what it is to start this brewery. And he didn't hold back. He was very clear, like, this is cool. We moved into this place. You told me the story about how you moved from the other one that wasn't so easy. And that it was just a lot of work and very hard. And you said you should really think about this.
Just think it through.
Are you sure?
They're still in business, but friends of mine that own a brewery in Virginia Beach, I'll just say that they're